Thank you, Mr. Westerhausen. We appreciate your remarks. The senior graduate message today will be delivered by a very bright young man who has won the competition for this honor this evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Stephen Shanley, our speaker. Steve, come on up.
Excuse me. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Good afternoon, parents, faculty, honored guests, and the graduating class of 1993. Today we are celebrating the culmination of 4 years at Eagan High School and the commencement of our futures. We are writing the last chapters of our high school history, and most of all, we are celebrating the unique friendships and events of the past 18 years. So what makes the class of 1993 unique? Well, not only is this the first class to complete all 4 years at Eagan High School, but we have created the Eagan High School traditions. We are the writers of Eagan High School history. Tonight is a time for us to look forward, but it is also a time for us to reflect. Let us turn back the pages to 1974, the year when many of us were born and many more of us were waiting. 1974. Hank Aaron hit his 715th home run, topping Babe Ruth's record. The TV networks were forced to reduce the amount of violence shown on screen. Lee Trevino won the PGA Championships, while Jimmy Connors won the U.S. Open and Wimbledon. Jack Benny, Sam Goodwin, and Charles Lindbergh all passed away. The Vikings lost the Super Bowl. President Nixon was forced out of the White House based on his involvement in the Watergate scandal. Dr. Harry Heimlich created a revolutionary new anti-choking maneuver. A teenage basketball star Moses Malone was offered $3 million to play professional basketball. And Eric Clapton's I Shot the Sheriff battled it out on pop music charts with John Denver's Sunshine on My Shoulders. Not to mention, 664 men and women conceived those infants that would become the Eagan High School class of 1993. As the chapters progressed, many of us came together from various elementary schools and entered middle school. We met many friends who we hoped we could keep forever. And then, just as quickly as it came, middle school was over. We anticipated the big move to our new school, and sure enough, like something from the Twilight Zone, we exited middle school only to enter middle school again. We began the first day of high school in Eagan Low School, dodging carpenters and electricians. Our academic environment consisted of constructing, sawing, pounding, and drilling. What's more, we were the only school in Minnesota to eat brunch instead of lunch. We ate lunch at 10:15, but hey, who else had McDonald's and pizza and pasta shipped in twice a week? But the highlight of our day was most definitely nutrition break in the locker bay, where we gorged ourselves on pop and candy each afternoon, only to return to class for another break, fire alarms. We learned how to safely and effectively exit the building in case of a fire over and over and over. You know, we should feel proud that we've survived more fire drills in 1 week than most other schools have in a decade. To this day, when the fire alarm goes off, the class of 93 doesn't flinch. Makes you wonder what would happen if there really was a fire. At times, the teachers thought we were caught in a Charles Dickens novel. Their great expectations were sometimes higher than we could reach. Whether we were in a classroom writing advanced placement level papers or on the playing fields with hardcore coaches who expected us to give varsity caliber performances, we were asked to reach levels we had never dreamed of. Nevertheless, we were all inspired to try to achieve high standards. We reaped the benefits of being a small class showered with attention, and this attitude has remained with us throughout high school. Yet, even with such high expectations placed upon us, We are not immune to bad reviews by the cynics of the world. They expect us to expect less out of life. These cynics say we shall be the first generation to be worse off than our parents. Fortunately, it is obvious that this class has learned to shut our eyes to those cynics. Talent has emerged from this class in every area. Whether we are winning the conference soccer championships, performing at the state One Act Festival, speaking at the state speech tournament, or competing as some are later tonight in the state softball tournament, we are not falling behind in the world. We are taking control and charging ahead. This class has achieved with style. In the past 4 years, this class has contributed to almost 100 state medals. More significantly, this year the class of 1993 was offered nearly $500,000 in scholarship money. As a class, we have believed in ourselves and our abilities, and we move into the future with confidence. We're good enough, we're smart enough, and doggone it, people like us. Because we have shared in the creation of Eagan High School from the beginning, we are a unified class. The class of 1993 has never been one to forget their friends, those who have moved or changed schools, or those who have departed in a more lasting way. When Annie Fries and Jill Huntington passed away, we all felt the emptiness and shared our tears and sorrow. So let us not forget those we have left behind as we go forth and discover our own futures. The experiences we have shared here at Eagan High School have given us a solid foundation for the future. On behalf of the class of 1993, I would like to thank the faculty and administration for making our high school years rich with the experiences that will last us a lifetime. Not all classes receive the attention that you have given us. Tonight, we spend our last night together as a class, and I'm sure we all have mixed feelings. The future will take us in many directions. Our stories will take very different twists. The successes that we have had here are merely a portion of those we will continue to experience. I would like to thank you for all you have given me. I wish each of you to be successful in whatever you do, however you define success. Yet, as we turn the pages of our story forward, do not forget Ralph Waldo Emerson's definition of success. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. May each and every one of you find success in life. Thank you, God bless, and congratulations, Eagan High School graduating class of 1993.
Thank you, Mr. Shanley. Your wit is exceeded only by your eloquence. Very nicely done. We now will hear two selections from the Eagan High School concert.